Hi, Beardos. Joe here, and we can't come to the phone right now because, well, we don't want to. So, leave us a message right here, and we will listen to it as soon as we feel like it. Bye!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Hey, just wanted to check in, see how y'all are doing. I'm currently laid over in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and let me tell you, I now fully understand the lyric, "Save a horse, ride a cowboy," because, please, there's so much here that my 2-hour flight to Toronto, my two intact balls would be severely bruised. So anyway, hope y'all are doing good. Bye.
You've reached the Beards and Sundries podcast, where things get gay, and hilarious. You've made it past seasons 1, 2, and 3. Now, you've reached season 4, the hottest season yet. This season's gonna be the tits. Now, sit down, strap on, in, and get ready to laugh your asses off with your 3 bearded hosts, because they've been waiting all week to get you hot for this show. Now, welcome your hosts, Jay, Anthony, and Joe.
And welcome back.
Hi.
Hello!
Welcome back to Season 4, Episode 10 of Beards and Sundries.
Rightio, Beardos. It is time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where 3 gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and unlimited mimosas are what my blood is made of.
I'm Anthony, and after 7 mimosas, I will kiss you with tongue.
And I'm Jay, and I'm a big, fat, stupid bitch. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
wrong intro. And I'm Joe, and I've got a couple eggs to place on top of your English muffin. And that means that today's sundry item is brunch.
Brunch.
Beardos, brunch is a quintessential part of every gay person's life. And we are recording on a weekend today, so we figured it would be a perfect topic. Today we're going to chat about brunch foods, brunch fashion, restaurants, and later on we will discuss another fun weekend activity. But before we get too deep in our orange juice, how about this week's voicemail?
Oh, Dallas-Fort Worth. How many times I've been drunk at that airport?
So many.
You know, not everything's bigger in Texas, but there are a few things that I've seen that are bigger in Texas, and Aaron's right.
That's true. I think it's touch and go. I think it depends on what you get. But
It's definitely
either way.
touch and go.
Sometimes I just go.
Well, thanks, Aaron. I'm glad you're still doing well. And we did get your care package, which we'll talk a little bit about later.
Until then, can I find orange juice and prosecco in the sundries aisle?
They're actually on the end cap of aisle 4. Jay just stocked them, so they're full for now.
So
Wait
they're
till he gets on
completely
his another
empty.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bottles are there.
The bottles are there on the floor. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an Old English word meaning odds and ends. Now, today it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't otherwise have a group of their own. So, as 3 munchy, brunchy gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow. That was an omelet of an intro.
Oh, a Western omelet.
Ooh.
Mushrooms and onions and peppers.
There are no veggies in what we're eating today
Nope.
at the Criswell household.
What are we eating today, Anthony?
We are having what I'm just about to term the American breakfast box tea. So it is a traditional Irish box tea that has an omelet and ham and cheese wrapped into it. topped with good old-fashioned cheese sauce that I made from scratch.
Yum, 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 yum.
And for those who don't know, an Irish box tea is basically like a breakfast potato pancake. Think of it like a big hash brown.
Yum, 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 yum,
It's
yum, yum,
wonderful.
So all of that gets wrapped in the hash brown and topped with cheese sauce. I haven't made a name for it yet, but I haven't seen it on the menu anywhere else.
Mine's still in the oven for 10 more minutes, and I have a broccoli and cheese quiche.
Ooh.
I saw this fun story. Speaking of quiche, I saw a fun story online a few years ago where this girl brought her boyfriend, her college boyfriend, home for the weekend for the first time. And she didn't say the word quiche, but like had typed it out to him to tell him what they were going to have. And he mispronounced it in front of her entire family.
A quickie.
And he said a quickie. He told his mom that he was excited
like,
to
what
try
on earth?
her quickie in front of the whole family.
Perfect.
God, I love dumb men.
Yeah.
So you love
Me
men.
too.
It's especially why I love my boyfriend. I hope he listens to this episode and texts me back about it.
Aw.
Because we always trash talk each other, but I never do it on the show, so I guess this time I will. He's like, now it's public. I know what you're doing. All the evidence is out there. Abuse.
Abuse. So I feel like brunch has a few different moving parts to it. The first moving part is getting everyone there and deciding on a fucking place.
And if you've ever tried to wrangle a gaggle of gays, then it is quite an event.
I'm really bad about just being like, I'm craving, for example, in Oklahoma City, there'll be a time where I'm like, I'm craving Frida Southwest. And then I just go, do you all want to go to brunch with me at Frida's at 10 a.m. on Sunday? And then I get yeses or nos, and I don't give a shit. Otherwise, like,
It's a good way to go.
I don't like that whole, where should we go? And so, like, if I get a mood for something, I'm like, let's just do it. Because there's a lot of times that it's hard to decide dinner, and I always have to ask, where should we go? What sounds good? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Our go-to here is Nola's. It's just,
Yeah.
it's good every time. It's a hit every single time. It's never a miss.
I have a few places in Oklahoma City. We've got Frida Southwest is a great one. Picasso's is another one I love. And then Neighborhood Jam is another delicious one I love. Oh, and then Cafe Cacao, which is one of the top ranked in the nation. And they are hard to get into. You cannot make reservations early. You just walk in, get in a digital line if it's full, and sometimes you can wait 3 hours.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I'm not waiting 3 hours to get blindingly drunk on mimosas.
Oh, but it's so good. They have some amazing food. And then if you
But
can't go
how are
there,
the
then you go to
mimosas?
Sunnyside Diner, which is cheaper. They have a lot of mimosa options.
Mim
Which
options.
also I have to express that I knew we were recording tonight, and I completely forgot that I was going to have mimosa, and so instead of champagne and orange juice, I am having sparkling rosé and tangerine juice. It's
why it
delicious.
looks like Tang.
That's why it looks like Tang. Yeah, it's very good. The tangerine juice is from Trader Joe's. It's delicious, and the sparkling rosé actually blends pretty well.
Having Simply Orange and Prosecco from Costco.
Oh, that really popular lemonade brand?
Yeah, that's the one. I had that right before you got here because I was waiting on you, and I was like, where the fuck is he?
No, I'm just sitting there like, they're going to tell me when we're getting online, right? And so I just go about what I'm doing.
I'm just used to you being in studio first.
Well, when you said you were going to Ulta, I assumed you were like not at your house. I just assumed you were out. and about.
I should specify that Ulta is a mile away from my house.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like,
It
oh,
is
well, he's
literally
probably
right
still
by
out.
Crest.
Ugh.
And right by the Whataburger that just opened.
Ooh, lucky.
I love Whataburger so much.
And Frank's gone vegetarian, and so we like drove by it today, and he goes, "I'm so sorry, I can't have a burger from you right now," because he loves Whataburger also.
It's so good. It's well, I say it in a way that like my favorite thing that was on their menu was the A1 Thick and Hearty, and then Whataburger dropped whatever partnership they had with A1 a few years ago, and ever since it's just touch and go for me.
You know, I'm not a huge barbecue flavor person, but there's times where it just sounds amazing. And any meal, like Texadelphia, downtown Oklahoma City, does this Okie burger, and it's barbecue sauce, fresh shredded cheddar, and fried pickles on a burger, and it's so good. Yeah. Oh, with mayo also, and it's so good.
Sounds like a
oh my
pork
god
sandwich. Just with
so sorry,
burger.
My mouth is watering suddenly.
It's just spilling out on screen. If you're listening to this, Beardos, you're missing out. It's filling up slowly in his house.
Oh my god, guys, I'm drowning. I forgot my floaties
from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like barbecue sandwiches, but I don't know about on a burger. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when people do burgers with like pulled pork on it, I don't enjoy that at all. But when you do a burger patty, it is. I don't like it. It doesn't blend well for me. Yeah. But if you just do a burger with barbecue sauce and an onion ring or the fried pickles or something, it just goes so well.
Now, I will say, you take me to Texas Day, Brazil, and cut me off a piece of every single piece of meat. I will put them all on one forkful and eat them all at the same time, because that is my kind of jam. Just don't let anything else get in the way of it.
Or also, there's like the perfect addition to any burger, which is, of course, the fried egg.
Ooh, yeah, which really makes a brunch burger.
It does.
It really does.
You know, and I hate to admit this, but Twin Peaks has a hangover burger that has an egg on it, and it's phenomenal.
Is Twin Peaks regional? Because if it is, you should probably explain to our Beardos what Twin Peaks is, Jay.
If you don't know what a Twin Peaks is, it is, I'm going to say it's just a small, like, tiny step up from Hooters.
Just barely.
I mean, it's kind of like you found a little bump in the sidewalk. It's not a full step.
Or two very big bumps. Those are the Twin Peaks.
But yeah, that burger's pretty delicious.
What's the Royal Red Robin?
The Royal, that was my next one I was going to bring up. That was my all-time favorite.
It's the best burger on their menu.
You put a fried egg on anything and it improves it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've just gotten older or if Red Robin's gotten worse, but I don't enjoy it.
Worse.
Okay. I don't go back anymore.
It's been forever since we've been.
A lot of restaurants started to go downhill, and then COVID really gave them a kick in the pants.
Yeah.
A lot of restaurants have really suffered.
What was happening just a second ago? Oh, you're gonna
stop. I can see a doggy in there.
He was jumping up. He was on my chair, and his face was looking directly at my plate.
Of course it was.
Asshole.
If there's one thing that's true about corgis, is that they are food motivated.
Food motivated.
Go get you a Frenchie. They will eat literally anything.
It's not that he'll eat anything. I mean, he will. If he sees you eat it, he's going to eat it. But it's just that, like, he has no boundaries when it comes to food.
Same. Like, I feel like if I drop anything that he shouldn't be eating, it's the most devastating dive I have to do to catch it before him. Like, I've been eating a ton of grapes lately, and if a grape falls on the ground, it's like, I immediately am like,
they can't have grapes. I was eating carrots the other day, and I was like, can dogs eat carrots? And it turns out they can, so I just started eating carrots. Yeah,
I randomly
give for both of us.
It's funny because Reggie has really tiny teeth, so when he chews on a carrot, it's just like this long time of going, and he just makes little indentions in it.
For your quick impulse section, something to check out a website called canigivemydog.com. And this is a website where you can type in any food item, and you can get a quick answer as to whether it is safe for dogs or not safe for dogs, and I use it all the time.
I am all about Googling that shit. Everything I give him.
Sure. Oh my God, you'd be so surprised what your dog can't eat.
Yeah, and like it's like peanut butter. You can, but you have to be extremely cautious that it doesn't have, what is it, xylitol in it?
Xylitol. Yep.
And so, like, you really start to pay attention to those things. And although Reggie's still pretty young, so I'm trying really hard not to feed him very much people food because I don't want him to turn into this aggressive beggar, even though he already is without me doing that.
Well, he is your son.
And Ricky's not a aggressive beggar at all. He hasn't been pushing his face against me since the beginning of this podcast for the last
And
15
Finster's
minutes.
just... Well, he's over
Oh, so cute.
there. Good boy,
Asshole.
Finster.
But we've deviated a smidge from our original topic. Let's circle back around. What's your favorite brunch menu item? Like, what are you going to eat?
My little quickie.
My little quickie, my little quickie. What brand of quiche is that, Jay?
Trader Joe's.
I knew it.
I'm not starving, so I was like, I want something small.
I was like, damn, he went out of his way to make a quiche for the podcast.
We had like vegetarian chicken sandwiches. It's whatever patties I get from Target for lunch, and grapes and like chips. And I'm still full from that. So I was like, I'll just get something small.
Anyways, what's you guys' favorite brunch entree? If you had to pick like one classic you could get almost anywhere.
Ooh. All day long, Eggs Benedict. Every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
I'm-
hollandaise, isn't it?
When the hollandaise is done right, and you cut open that egg and the yolk just spills out perfectly, like, oh. And you got the carbs with the English muffin and the ham. Oh, Eggs Benedict every time. It's my favorite.
I'm super lame. I'm very happy with a plate of hash browns, sausage, toast, and eggs. But I like my eggs to be over easy, over medium. Sausage or hash browns kind of crispy, because I like the combination of the sausage, hash browns, and egg yolk. It's just such a good combo.
So if I'm making myself breakfast, I like that type of breakfast. The like classic 2 eggs, 2 hash browns, bacon. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't need anything more than that.
Hello, Blanche.
Is that Blanche's quiche?
For those just listening and not watching, there is a cat head in the middle of my screen, and she is after my quiche.
What a diluted tortoise thing of her to do.
What a Dilutus tortoise thing to do. Dilutus tortoise is what I'm calling you.
But if I'm ordering brunch, then Eggs Benedict all the way. I'm with Joe on this one. Team Eggs Benedict. Every variation of it I've ever had has been, if not good or great, it's been good enough that I have not regretted eating it.
Well, then, as a second option after Eggs Benedict, I also really enjoy a good breakfast sandwich. Because it's like all the ingredients in one place, and then like I know it gets unwieldy and messy with the egg yolk spilling everywhere, but it's just like the perfect bite of getting everything all at once is so awesome.
I'm
I
a
love a
breakfast
breakfast
burrito
burrito.
person. Yes, burritos.
Bitch.
Ooh, I do like a breakfast burrito too.
Oh.
There's this place in Tulsa called Dilly Diner that used to be called Dilly Deli, and they had this fucking giant breakfast burrito that they would absolutely douse in a white cheese sauce, and it was so fucking good.
So right now, my new team that I work on is on the same floor as another department that their contractors bring food to them every day. And every Wednesday is Stitch Burrito Breakfast Day. And Stitch is my favorite coffee shop downtown. They also make delicious foods for breakfast and brunch. And they also have a bar there, so it's fantastic. But they bring in practically every flavor, which is they have chorizo, steak, some sort of chicken, and then like a quick draw, which is like a spicy hot chicken and coleslaw and sauerkraut. And it's all delicious. Coleslaw, I know. And
Sauerkraut, coleslaw, same diff.
it's same thing. And it's all super delicious, except I expected to be like, I love the steak one the most, but really the chorizo one is perfect. It's so good. And they're so like thick and girthy. And I call it Girth Brooks every time I eat it. I'm like, hello, Girth.
People from the South, don't add us about our sauerkraut and coleslaw opinions.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
how
just
Jay
kidding.
gives head.
You like this? I'm chewing with my teeth. I I don't know why people don't come back though. Like I'm always like, come back for more.
Why are you running? Don't you get on that plane.
They call me Pac-Man in the sheets.
And you all ghost
Not
me after
they.
I'm done.
It's the return of they. Oh no.
Waka 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 waka
Wagga wagga wagga. I have a very important question though.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do.
Do you guys like pancakes?
Okay. Yes.
Complicated
But-
relationship with pancakes.
Same.
Yeah. I go
Yeah.
with waffles usually versus
Oh,
pancakes.
100%. I will choose a waffle
Waffle every
over a
time.
pancake any day. But
It's
I don't.
texture.
It is. I want that crisped edge. I don't
Yeah.
like how soft and cakey a pancake
No.
is, which is
Too
weird because I
cakey, yeah.
love cake. Both, real cake and metaphorical cake.
Oh, we know.
Nom, nom, nom.
And,
Anyways,
It's giving big top energy.
I don't know what happened, but even since I was a kid, like, I don't hate them. Like, I don't spit it out thinking it's gross, but
I'll eat a pancake, but like a few things about pancakes.
they take up
Pancakes.
so much room.
Have the fastest fucking shelf life of any breakfast food.
Yeah.
by the time it gets to you, the butter can't even melt.
Yeah, it's either like you get it, it's hot and that's good, or it's warm, like good warm on the verge of like hot, and that's good. But then 2 seconds later, it's fucking cold. Everything's cold.
Yep.
I will say there's a place here in the city that they'll give you a stack of two always, and they put a mound of butter in between the two patties. And
Is
so
that
it always
hot
like
butter? Is it
Well,
heated butter? Is it going to keep the fucking pancake
when they do
patties
that,
hot?
the pancakes go on there, and so like the butter actually gets to melt in there, and it helps. And then by the time it gets to you, whether it's fucking cold or not, the butter's at least melted.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. It's all about the temperature of the pancake for me.
Now, I don't mind if I get a little like dollar cake or whatever they are on the side of a meal, but it's so rare that I'll order just pancakes for my main dish. I'll once in a really rare blue moon do it because something on the menu just sounds good and I'm not craving something else.
When I see people order just pancakes or like a pancake main dish, I just think, who hurt you?
But I never finish it. I never can finish
know.
it. It's so
Rich and thick
Yes.
and fluffy.
We were in Stillwater a couple of weekends ago, and a friend ordered bananas Foster in addition to like their regular entree. But I was like,
Yeah.
you're going to order two things, and one of them is bananas Foster. What?
That's the thing with the pancakes for me is that when I'm going for breakfast, I usually go savory. So I'm like breakfast sausage, eggs,
I know.
Yeah.
A potato sort of, or a bread. I'm not thinking pancakes, but if I do think pancakes, I like sweet pancakes. So like chocolate chips or with like, I don't know, whipped cream or
Blueberries.
strawberries or blueberries. Like I think of pancakes more as like a breakfast dessert, if you will.
That's actually how I treat it now. Is a lot of times I'm like, what if we get a small plate of pancakes, and I usually pick cinnamon roll ones or something like that because
hell yeah.
I'm like, which also I'll just order a cinnamon roll and we're all just sharing this one sweet pile of pancakes or something rather than eating it as our main dish. I don't know if that is just a younger adult or kids thing, but like I do not want that sweet dish for breakfast.
So I will say, now that we're talking about this, if I were to set out to eat something sweet for breakfast, it's going to be cinnamon rolls every time. 100% of the time. I love cinnamon roll.
My God. Guys,
Ugh.
Sunnyside Diner in Oklahoma City serves you a cinnamon roll that is like doused in melted butter still in the cast iron pan on your table. And it is so fucking good. My cardiologist wants to kill me for it.
My friend Kim makes the best homemade cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my goddamn life. She's given me the recipe, and I understand why she doesn't make them very often because it's a fucking ordeal to make them the way she does. But,
Yeah.
oh my God, when she does, they're like a good 6 by 6 inches, like a real 6 by 6 inches Beardos, not that fake shit you get on Scruff. And yeah. And oh my God, they're so fucking good.
These 6 inches are not in quotations.
But they are covered in frosting.
Thick white sauce.
Cheers. Ding.
That, I will say, cinnamon rolls are probably one of my... Cinnamon rolls and cheesecake are my top 2, like, absolute... Just, I can't turn them down. It's so hard to turn that stuff down. Unless they're bad.
Jay, you put the sin in cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, what about those Pillsbury orange cinnamon rolls? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes!
Oh,
with the
shit.
orange.
Those are so good.
So we ate those sometimes as a kid, but as an adult, when I talk about them, nobody knows those. And I'm so glad somebody knows those. Because I introduced them to Frank, like, pretty early on when we were dating. I'm like, have you ever tried these? And he's like, no. And I'm like, try them. And you always start from the very outside edge and just...
Oh, yeah.
You just eat it as you go, and you just... because people...
softer and fluffier as you get to the inside. Oh, my God.
And then these people commit that atrocious sin of just, like, eating the middle of it first. And I'm like, fuck
Who are you?
You.
I know. It's like
You're the
a
wrong
crime.
type of person. Why
Whatever-
are you so psychopathic?
I'm actually one of those people that I'm like, live how you want, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Except
Fuck
for this.
you.
Not
If
that.
you eat a cinnamon roll that way, you are wrong. There is no right way. There is no argument for your way.
Oh,
You are
my God.
not welcomed at my brunch. I will kick you out.
Damn.
I mean,
Get out!
get the fuck. You see somebody eating in the middle of it out. What the fuck? What
Get the fuck out of my house!
What the fuck is this?
And I'm like literally throwing the shredded cinnamon roll at him as he's going out the door. And I'm like, get out!
It's Frank.
And at first they laugh because they're like me and they're like, oh, he must be joking. And then like they find out you're really serious.
He's a funny
Just
guy.
like,
He likes to make
"Damn!"
jokes. And I'm just like, fuck.
When we were in Stillwater, yet again, I found out my license was expired and I had no idea. And it was our friend. And he was like, your license is expired. And I was like, ha. And he's like, no, it really is. And I was like, why the fuck? When people tell me this, I never believe them. But that's happened to me twice in my life, which seems awfully strange.
Nice.
Thank you.
Great story that I definitely heard all of.
Well, okay, then let's shift gears a little bit and talk about brunch fashion.
Ooh. I like to wear my pineapples during brunch so I can flag. I really want to like let people know pineapple culture.
Oh,
Are they all right side up or
she's the
upside
most
down?
popular girl in
No,
this
there's a little
Jimmy's
bit of
Egg,
both.
ladies and gentlemen.
Some of them are up, some of them are down. It's all about the confusion. What am I?
What is he?
That's what we're all about in this market is confusion. Usually I'll go with like something like I'm wearing now, like a fun floral polo or just something, fun, and gay.
I show up nude.
He's wearing nude right now, Beardos.
Yeah. Yes, I will take this egg sunny side up, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I'm
Come
horny
say
for
that-
breakfast.
The
They come
waitress
to
is
the
like,
table and
I
he's
don't
just got his
know
junk
what
on the
you
table.
she's like, no, I still don't get it. I mean, I think that's erect, but
She looks down and she's like, "We don't offer a one egg breakfast, sir."
I was about to say. She looks down. She says, "I see you could use an egg."
what? I'm focusing more on the sausage, and she'll be like, "Oh, yeah, we don't do
Ooh.
little sausage links.
We don't have little smokies, sir.
No, we only do big smokies and 2 eggs. We don't have a 1 egg breakfast."
We have big
Daddy's doing big
smokies,
smokies all over
medium
me.
smokies, medium small smokies, small smokies, but we don't serve this size of smoky. It's
Sorry.
a little too small even for us.
Sorry, sir, you have to order full plates, not half plates, and we don't serve half plates, so you gotta go.
Sorry, we don't deal in quantum physics, so we can't quite get that small.
And also, you need to leave because everyone in here is complaining about your saggy tits.
And the fact that your ball smells. Just the one.
Just one. Did you even bathe it today? And I'm like, yes, I did.
This is all going down, and suddenly another employee comes over, and they're like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
Excuse me, are the burgers cheap today? I know you're surge pricing.
They're like, "Listen
Oh
here,
my
son of Baconator, shut the
God.
hell up."
Apparently, they canceled the surge pricing.
They
thing.
did. I heard that they got a lot of
Yeah, they
backlash and
did.
canceled it.
Yeah, they did. They're like, we
Which
can
is-
get away with it. And everyone was
Which
like,
is crazy. I mean, it's going to affect their tens of customers.
Not me. I will still go.
I'm not going to. I can't remember the last time I ate Wendy's.
I can't either.
Oh, I fucking love Wendy's.
Really?
Yeah,
So
I
gross.
love it.
Nothing
It's-
good there.
What?
You getting,
I
like,
miss-
the baked potatoes.
It's so good.
I miss yellow Wendy's. Remember that?
Yeah, yellow
When everything
Wendy's
was
with the
yellow.
little garden area, the big
Yeah, the
windows.
solarium.
Oh,
The
yes.
fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God! Remember from like
No.
the 2000s
Okay,
Wendy's? Oh,
Anthony,
okay.
I will drive you through Yukon when you get here next time because we have the old Wendy's with a whole section.
They have an
that's
old
just
Wendy's
a
there?
Wait, isn't that a good restaurant now?
No, that is Cafe Cacao.
Oh, that's the one. And it's in OKC. That's
I'm
right.
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cafe Cacao used to be an old Wendy's, if I recall right.
It looks like an old
It
Wendy's.
looks
We
like
drove
an
by
old
it and I was like,
Wendy's.
this is that really nice restaurant you keep telling me about? The one with the solarium?
Speaking of,
There
you
were
know,
a ton of
yeah,
people there.
and it looks, and you even walk inside and you're like, wow, this is dinky and tiny, and those tables are crammed together, and it's always full.
All I thought was just like, wow, they must be dealing drugs out of there. And you're like, this is Cafe Cacao. And I was like, oh, well, that explains it.
Well, you know,
It's a different kind of drug.
the shittier looking the restaurant, the better the food.
The better. Yeah, I got to tell you, that is almost always true.
And they serve excellent coffee also. So excellent coffee, excellent mimosas, and this crab cake Benedict thing that's phenomenal. And
Well, speaking of mimosas, do you guys think we should take a quick break and then talk a little bit about brunch drinks whilst I get a refill?
So we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about some brunch drinks that we enjoy, and then we're also going to talk about another activity that's fun to do on the weekends that Jay just finished himself.
You're listening to Jay, Anthony, and Joe on the Beards and Sundries podcast, the podcast rated 5 out of 6 balls.
so Anthony, when you get super sloppy shit faced, what do you go after?
The
Me.
toilet? No. I go after Joe. Yeah, that's true.
Joe's like, get off.
He does.
Honestly,
Literally.
I love it. There are two things that I really love during like brunch, and that is mimosas, any variation of champagne plus juice. Let's put it that way.
That's true.
And then to expand on that, a French 75.
Well, I know
yes.
Jay loves those.
Those
They're
are
so
two.
good.
Those are two top drinks for me.
I fucking love it. You just
Top.
can't go wrong with like sparkling wine and a fruit juice, or
You know-
sparkling wine, a fruit juice, and gin.
And it's so funny when people are like, "Oh, champagne just gives me a headache," and I'm like, "Okay, like, take the headache, take some Advil, bitch, drink it. It's delicious."
Well, I agree with you, Anthony. That's a great combination. Mimosas are great. I usually go with pineapple juice with mine. I also
Ooh,
really
yes.
enjoy
Yeah.
a good mule,
Ooh,
like a different
yeah.
Moscow mule, or I love those during brunch.
So mules are my normal. Like, anytime I go out for happy hours, I'm really turning into that mule guy because they're just good.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
an
really
old fashioned. Like happy hour time, it's old fashions for me. I love them. I'm such a fucking 60-year-old man wearing my fucking polos and cargo shorts, looking like I'm about to go to the golf course, having an old fashioned.
For the past year, I've really been doing a lot of spicy mules, and where they like muddle
Ooh.
jalapeno in it, and it's just
Yeah.
God, it's so good. I love it.
There's something to be said for adding spice to certain things because otherwise it wouldn't taste right. Like, I know you probably didn't notice it, Joe, but in that cheese sauce, there is Tabasco.
Really?
I had added in there so there's some contrast so that you get to actually taste the rest of the flavors because it was too rich otherwise.
That's true. I actually, a lot of my breading, whenever I would fry chicken and stuff like that, I would add cayenne pepper into my breading, and it
That's
always
a classic
just
one too.
added that perfect.
You'd be surprised. Like, there are so many different little things that if you want to bring out other flavor profiles, you need to include. like acids all the time. Like making your deviled eggs, you need to include a little bit of acid so that it tastes even brighter.
Oh, yeah. I always do my pickle juice.
All those, yeah, like you have to have it. Like I do red wine vinegar usually.
Yeah.
Or not red wine vinegar, excuse me, apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. Yep, Mom
With
always
the
did vinegars. And I always chose pickle juice because I'm just like, for some reason, that hint of pickle in there is just...
Whenever it comes to brunch time, getting like a carafe of mimosas for the table. Yes.
God, do I love mimosas.
Didn't we do a carafe of French 75s at Nola's when we went?
We did.
Yeah.
I
They
forgot
had, like,
about that.
They had the strawberry version. They called it the the Fraise 75.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it was really good.
Which, let me tell you about French 75s. If you make it to Oklahoma City, go to the First, which is like the old First National Center downtown. It's it used to be an old bank lobby, and now it's a hotel lobby. Go to the middle bar and ask for a French 75, and they do a phenomenal French 75. It's top French 75 in this state for me so far.
They're so good. I'm not usually like a gin cocktail person, but
Same.
French 75 is
Something
else.
about that lemon mix and champagne, and it is
the florals. It's like the florals and the gin really fucking hit it with everything else.
This place actually does what's called an Empress one, and I don't remember what they said adds to it, but it turns it purple, and it has just a hint more of a floral taste, and it's also delicious.
So, Beardos, we want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite brunch cocktails? Let us know. Send us an email. Send us a voicemail. Hit us up on the socials. You know where we are. But
If you tell us it's mimosa, we love you.
Or a French 75.
But we're going to shift gears a little bit now, and we're going to talk about something very exciting that Jay just went through, which is a midlife crisis. So, Jay, would you care to share with us what you did a couple days ago?
I was wondering.
Literally, a lot of people have joked about this because I decided I've been wanting for a couple years to add a second car to the house again because I really miss having that way to separate my mileage out. And so I decided, what do I want? And I kept looking at all these cars. And then finally I was like, you know what? I always wanted a convertible when I was younger. And I test drove like some hardtop convertibles that I liked. Never could afford them back in the day. So this time I went and bought a convertible, and it's cute and it's fun and I like it.
Oh, what kind of convertible?
It doesn't look gay at all. It is a Mustang convertible.
Like any true Oklahoma boy, Jay went and got himself a Ford Mustang.
Well, they're priced well, and I know how to fix one of those.
Exactly. That's why they're so popular here.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't really want to take it to the shop unless like I need to, or if it's an oil change. Fuck that, I don't want to do it. But
I know, isn't that so stupid? Like I'll fix my AC, but I don't do my own oil changes because it just sounds so tedious.
It's tedious. It's so well, and then you have to get rid of the old oil, and
yes, I know that's the worst part of it.
And I'm like, no, and you have to.
I will take it somewhere.
I even have the little ramps to lift my car up so I can do this shit. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. That sucks. I've done it before. I hate it.
An industrial jack in the garage, and I've used it maybe once or twice.
I haven't bought one of those just because I don't want to like look at it one day and be like, you really should do your own oil changes.
I
because
wanted
you
to
have
it just in case.
And I should. I really should.
Because those stupid little shitty jacks they give you with your car, those suck.
Those are the most shittiest things you could ever find.
Well, congratulations, Jay. We're very happy for your convertible. And
Thanks.
I
Super
think
cute.
Reggie likes it a lot, too, from that picture you sent us.
I did take Reggie in it today because I bought it and it didn't have tinted windows, and I like looked at the dealer and I'm like negotiating my little calm way, and then all of a sudden I'm like, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care if I have to write a check to get these windows tinted. We are not financing that, and you guys are going to do it wherever you do it. I don't give a shit. It's not leaving this lot.
Right. Beardos, Oklahoma is literally hell on earth.
Oh my
have
God.
to tint your
You
windows.
have to have tinted windows.
The fact that it lasted 5 years without tinted windows, because it's a 2019. Like, I did
Seriously.
not go new. And they threw it in for free and did it for me. So
Well, that's cool.
I can't believe it after you were so calm about it.
I was very polite and calm about it. I just looked at him and said, I'm not going to do this. You guys are going to. That is my one stipulation that I'm very stern on.
Anyways, congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
midlife crisis.
Thank you. You're like the eighth person to tell me I'm on a midlife, and I accept.
If it quacks in its 30s, and if it buys convertible in its 30s, then it's a midlife crisis duck.
Wow. I guess I'm having a
I was
midlife crisis. Yay!
You're even more of a
see-
daddy now.
When I have a midlife crisis, I can't just get the car because I already have the car.
You started your midlife crisis early.
Been having one since I was 16.
Yay!
And then you went to the phase with the Lincoln Zephyr, so I don't really know if you were having a post-life crisis or what.
No,
That
I
was
wanted to
early
feel...
daddy.
I fucking love that car, by the way.
It was a nice
such
car.
A great car. The only issue I had with it was the CD changer would get stuck because it was a 6 CD changer, but it was all in the like you had to put it in the one slot
Yep.
and rely on it to do its thing, and so you'd have to
Yep.
slap the console sometimes.
And it would go, every time.
Yeah,
I mean,
it did.
years ago, I had a Cadillac CTS, and I absolutely loved it. One of my favorite cars I've ever owned.
It was a great car. I really wish Joe would have bought it off me.
I thought about it, but it was time for you to let it go. Looking back.
It was so sad, though.
I really wish I
sad.
would have. I wish I would have kept mine, but the only problem with it was the dash did this point out thing, and as I was getting older, I started smacking my shin on it more and more as I got in it. And I'm like, "Fuck this car!" and I got rid of it. When I was getting in the Mustang, I was like, "Okay, I'm looking at the edges of the dash, and I'm like, it's just fine. I can do this."
Speaking of midlife crises and brunch, do you guys think it's time for commercial?
Sure.
And now, for a word from our sponsor, the all-new premier gay brunch spot, Mykonos Deli.
Hi, puppy. I'm hungry and cold. Let's vámonos to Mykonos Deli.
Ah, yes. Here at the Beardos Deli, you can have the premier brunch of your life. Try our fabulous thick Benedict, covered in our rich hollandaise sauce, stuffed with so much meat you'll gag. Top that off with bottom-full mimosas, or a well-rounded French 69. You'll leave brunch with more tallies on your tab than you've ever had before. If you're craving something sweet, try our Belgian stuffed waffles. Our Belgian chef, Patrick, will stuff it till it bursts. But don't hold back. Come, visit Mykonos Deli. Your premier brunch, where the sausage is stuffed in everything.
Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
I don't know about you guys, but when I go to Mykonos Deli, I make sure to order the French 69 because it always turns me upside down.
Well, I'm just glad they give you a whole tarp to put over your outfit because being in the splash zone for that sauce. Ooh.
Oh, I know. I love that hollandaise sauce. It just drizzles so good all over your face.
I just
And-
am glad that they have sling seating so I can get it pumped directly into me. You know what I mean.
And they
I'm
have
kidding.
those cinnamon rolls that they make you eat the middle out of, and then they eat around your edge second.
Start from the outside and work their way in.
Oh, yeah. The unsinkable starfish brown.
Do you know what your dish is, sir? And I'll be like, yes, I will start with a French 69, and then I'll have the hollandaise enema sauce. And they're like, all right. And they're just like...
And I'll have that enema sauce into my ass.
while
I'll
I'm
get
sipping
the-
on a French 69.
I'll get the
In the
egg
sling
suck a
seating.
dick.
I usually prefer for the eggs under my dick, but whatever.
Well, whatever. Anyways, Jay, do we have any Beardos submitted sundries this week?
We do, just a tiny bit this week because we're recording within like a few days.
Yeah.
From normal. But I received a message from Mike on Instagram, and he said, okay, this was too good. I was scrolling through Instagram stories, and up popped this spicy picture of a gentleman in a jock showing his bare ass. And I looked at the name, and it was Beards and Sundays. And I misread it and thought, oh, wow, the boys decided to finally get spicy and post some racy stuff. But then I realized it wasn't you all, but a different page I recently followed. To be honest, I was a little disappointed it wasn't you guys. But it was still nice to look at. I'm sharing his profile in case y'all would like to check him out too.
This is what I'm looking at currently.
And undies is what it's
Beards
called.
and undies. And
I did read it as Beards and Sundays, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You were entirely wrong, but still.
Sorry. Yeah, it's Beards and Undies.
Beards and undies.
Unfortunately, it's private.
I mean, you could always hit a follow request. Who knows?
I'm going to follow him with our podcast account.
Oh my God. We should have him on the pod.
Yeah, I was like, would you like to be on our pod?
We're here with Beards and Undies.
We want his followers.
Well, that's fantastic, Mike.
That was funny. Thanks, Mike. That's all I got this week, though.
Thank you for being able to confuse any one of us with that body.
Yeah. Thanks for having so high hopes that we're in shape.
Thank you. Well, for a little bit of fun user content sent to the Criswell household this week, we got a care package from our Beardo Aaron Choi a few days ago, and it contained a Canadian care package, if you will. Now, if you guys remember, Aaron is touring with the off-Broadway production of Aladdin, the musical, and he was in Canada for a recent stint on the tour. He sent us a box that had a couple of fun candy bar goodies, all that kind of stuff, but he also sent us a very fun variety of the different flavors of Kraft Dinner, which, if you guys aren't aware, is actually very popular in Canadian culture. It's basically their version of Kraft macaroni and cheese. And I guess I'll just go ahead and segue this into something to check out. So, a little bit more information for you. Kraft Dinner, or as it's pronounced basically in Canada, it's basically shortened to KD. So that's what a lot of people there call it. And I'm looking at their Wikipedia page here just because I wanted to get everything right. I'll just read it off. In Canadian culture, Kraft Dinner has been called a de facto national dish of Canada. Packaged in Quebec with Canadian wheat and milk and other ingredients from Canada and the US, Canadians purchase 1.7 million of the 7 million boxes sold globally each week, and they eat an average of 3.2 boxes of Kraft Dinner each year, 55% more than Americans. So that's pretty interesting. So basically, Kraft Dinner is a little bit different because they don't use as many preservatives as the American version. So the flavor tends to be a little bit more, I won't say bold, but it tends to be a little more, I don't even know how I would say natural. Anthony, how would you put it?
I don't know. It feels less, I don't know. You're
Less
right. It tastes
chemically?
different.
Like,
maybe less chemically.
yeah.
It just tastes different, and the wheat noodles are very different. Like I'm used to the American noodles being either al dente or turning into mush.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Kraft macaroni and cheese here in the US is geared more towards children because it is a very basic staple meal. But Kraft Dinner tends to be more of like a dinner staple for a lot of people up there. And I really like it. I think it's really great because it just tastes more robust, I'll say, and the cheese sauce just comes together a lot better. And he sent us, oh my gosh, he sent us original, Alfredo, 3 cheese, extra creamy, spirals, sharp cheddar, white cheddar, and a new version that I haven't even seen here in the United States. He sent us spicy cheddar, and we actually had that one last night, and it's really good. It's not spicy by any means for the American palate, but it does have like a little bit of lingering heat on the end near the finish. I would put it in the same vein, sort of like buffalo sauce. So it's like a nice soft heat that kind of just sits there, and it was really good. I think it's great.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to get an idea of what varieties we got, you can find all. We kind of got a picture with a few of them. A few of the different varieties, like 3 cheese and white cheddar, and the original and the spicy cheddar, and extra creamy, and the sharp cheddar, and
those big
the
beautiful
Alfredo.
boxes had me feeling some type of way. So we captured some great images that kind of portray my love for all things macaroni and cheese. And, these are here for you to enjoy, Beardos. You can also find them online because I think Jay has made a couple of posts, so you've probably seen those floating around the past week or so. But, you're welcome.
As a taste of things to come, if you will.
I see that Joe's sunny side up right now.
He is something.
I'm melting like a butter pad on top of those pancakes.
I remember one time at the grocery store getting the Southwest Chipotle mac and cheese flavor ones, and that's a really good one from Velveeta, I think, actually.
So it's funny to me that so many other countries that are not so purely capitalist as us have better options for certain things. Like Kraft Dinner, there are way more flavors than you're going to find with Kraft macaroni and cheese. There just are. In Japan, you can get so many different Kit Kat flavors.
Oh my God.
It's insane. And there's so many of them that are goddamn delicious.
Yeah.
And in the US, you can have regular Kit Kat or white chocolate Kit Kat.
Although in Vegas, I did get to try blueberry Kit Kat, and those were really good.
We've had apple ones before. Oh, that's the best Kit Kat I've ever had in my life.
The best Kit Kat I ever had in my life.
Do you need bone?
I just felt like being shitty. I'm a mimosa too, so now I'm like, let's be rude.
Well, if you're ever up Canada way, if you're ever up California way,
or if you have friends that are in Canada,
send us mac and cheese.
Send me some Kraft Dinner.
have them send it your way.
Too.
If you're in
It's really
Japan,
good.
send us Kit Kats.
But moving on from that, do you guys think it's game time from back here?
I think it's game time from up here, though.
I think it's
Okay.
game time from right here.
Are you itching your
face
ankle
is
this
fully in
time?
frame.
No, not this time. It's not that itchy.
It's kind of on the side of the frame this time. So from game time from over there.
What is this week's game, Anthony?
This week's game is a game I'm going to call On the Menu Brunch Edition.
Ooh.
So, I am going to start listing ingredients for classic brunch dishes and cocktails, and you have to guess what the dish or cocktail is. You have 3 guesses apiece. First person to answer is the one who gets the point. Sorry if there's a delay thing here, Jay. We can retroactively change the results if we need to, if you're going to be a bitch about it. Did you get the rules, though, Jay? Do you understand what's going on? Okay, well, then let's go with number 1. The first ingredient for this classic brunch item is orange juice.
Mimosa?
Mimosa it is. You are correct. And Jay is frozen. What the fuck?
Mimosa!
You know what's funny is that it was freezing off and on, but now that we started the game, it's happening so frequently. And we're not even 2 questions in.
How many are there?
43.
There are only 13. Well, I gave that one to Joe, but I reserve the right to change my judgment.
I know that when you go back to the video, you'll be like, oh, he was just being dumb. Because, yeah, Joe definitely got it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, brunch item number 2, English muffin.
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict it is, Joe.
Yum.
We could really shorten this and be like, well, Joe wins because Jay can't hear anything because it's always frozen.
delay.
Number 3, tomato juice.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary indeed. You are correct, Joe.
Yeah, I wasn't
There's
even going
no
to fight
delay
it.
on that one.
He started getting the words out, so I knew he got it already.
I'm not going to say it 3 times, though.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Ah! Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls.
I knew you were going
No,
to
I
fucking
can't
say
do it.
Biggie Smalls.
Okay, number 4, Belgian waffle.
A Belgian waffle.
No. Could you imagine? I wish I had done that now.
Chicken and waffles?
Chicken and waffles.
God damn it! That was my real next actual guess.
Yeah, the next clue was syrup or compote.
Nice.
Okay, number 5. Peach juice.
A clamato. I'm kidding.
No.
I think that's a tomato thing.
That I'm not going to say yes or no, but it does have a lot of the letters for tomato in there.
Can we get the next ingredient?
Yeah, it's lemon juice.
Next.
Sugar. And the last ingredient for the standard version of this is champagne or prosecco. Guess clamato.
Spritzer?
A peach teeny.
Oh.
No,
Peach
you're
Bellini?
That's it.
That's
It's
what
a
it
peach
is.
Bellini. Yep. So a peach teeny would be like a martini. It would have vodka. It had some sort of liquor or spirit in it. Versus this is champagne or prosecco.
I don't ever order those.
That's a good
I forgot all
guess,
about
though.
those.
God, I said that's so gay, too. Peach Bellini? God.
Can you say it any other way?
Peach Bellini?
I'll take a peach Bellini.
I'll never forget the first time I
Yes,
encountered
Mr. Cheerios.
the man-mosa
Oh,
on the menu somewhere. Where you're like, oh, a man-mosa. I can't have a mimosa. Oh, I'm too manly for that. Let me have the man-mosa. Ooh, I have to gender it.
It's got sawdust in it.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. Yes,
Men
I
would
could.
drink it out of principle.
Yep.
Yeah, so we froze some nuts in the freezer, and like literally Tool nuts, and we froze them in the freezer, and those are your ice cubes. It's a manmosa.
Man-mosa. Don't worry. We douse them in oil. They can't be too clean. Otherwise, you're not manly.
Yuck. Yucky.
Yucky. Anyways, you guys ready for number 6?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, number 6. Bread, preferably brioche for me.
French toast?
Yes, it is French toast. Wow, what a good first guess.
Oh my god. I
So
love brioche.
it was bread, eggs, milk, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and syrup or compote.
French toast.
Jay, you would have gotten it if Joe didn't get it already 7 minutes ago.
He was waiting for vanilla extract.
Oh, right. As one does. Okay, number 7. Vodka.
Screwdriver.
No. Simple syrup.
Old fashioned?
No. What?
Ew. Gross.
I got tripped up on simple syrup.
Coffee liqueur.
Oh, espresso martini. No, wait.
Espresso
Yes?
martini. No,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good job, Jay. Okay, number 8. Diced potatoes.
Hash browns.
No.
Hash browns.
Breakfast hash?
No.
Oh God, what's that called?
Corned beef hash?
Ew,
No.
gross.
Peppers. Peppers.
I can see it. I just
What's
don't
it-
know what it's called.
What's it called? The garbage bin or something like that? I feel like it goes everywhere where you get like a pile of.
The very last ingredient in this very standard breakfast / brunch dish is onions. So it's diced potatoes, peppers, and onions.
Hash brown casserole?
No. You each have one left, right?
Yeah.
Is it the Southwest hash browns?
No.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know
This
what
one's
to
a little bit
call it.
tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Uh,
It's got a really standard name, and once you hear it, you'll be like, oh.
and it's not breakfast hash.
No.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass.
Are you sure? You got one guess?
Kitchen sink.
No. The answer is home fries. That is home fries.
I never would have.
I would have never would have got that.
Really? They're on so many breakfast menus and so many menus.
I never order that.
That's weird.
They call it home fries. That's what it is.
Well, stop going there. That sounds stupid.
Oh. You go there. I promise you go to places that serve home fries. I'm pretty sure Picasso serves home fries.
If you trash Picasso's, I will murder you.
You're the one trashing it because
you're
they serve
trashing
home fries.
You're trashing them. You're trashing it. You're trashing it.
You're trashing it when you show up because you're trash.
I think you're trash because you're ugly.
You're hot fucking garbage.
Girls, you're both very pretty.
Number 9.
Ready.
Oh, just towel.
Orange juice.
Screwdriver.
No. Brandy.
Oh God.
Ew.
That just made my stomach churn.
Sugar.
Next.
Assorted fruit.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, there's one more.
Can we have it, please?
Red wine.
Oh, sangria?
Sangria is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh. Costco's sangria in a bottle is fucking bomb.
I love how you guys were like, ooh, gross, but then you get to the end, you're like, oh yeah, that is really good.
Well.
Bitch. Anyways, number 10, not for Jay to get because he's losing. Number 10.
Oh, right.
Ham.
Western ham and cheese omelet.
I'm going to give it to you. The answer is just omelet, but my next clue was cheese. And so you know what? You get it, Jay. That is yours.
Fucking finally.
I'm going for very basic dishes with these. I tried not to get overly specific, but a basic omelet is like ham, cheese with spinach or another veggie, and then just eggs that are beaten. Anyways, number 11.
I will take the domestically abused egg dish, please.
And the whipped cream.
You got to pick it up at the shelter. Oh, God. Anyways, number 11.
With the breakfast fries or whatever that fucking shit was.
It's home fries. I can't believe you guys.
I can't even remember it.
Home fries.
You know what? Joe might have an excuse since he's from the East Coast, but you don't have an excuse, Jay.
Where I came from, home fries was literally somebody had the little fry cutter and you pushed a potato through it and they were French fries.
Where Jay came from, they only had chat piles.
They're not called home fries. You just called them French fries. You said what they were.
No, you would get home fries, which were homemade cut ones, and French fries were the bagged ones. You are a bitch.
This we know. Next.
Anyways. Number 11. Lemon juice.
French 75.
It's a French 75.
Damn it. Nice.
All right. Number 12. Brioche.
Bananas Foster?
No. No.
When he said lemon juice, he should have said Simply Orange.
A popular
There's
orange
no
juice
orange
brand.
juice in this at all. Ham.
Next.
Dijon mustard.
God, I think I know what this is, but I can't remember.
It's a tough one.
Ham, Dijon mustard. I want to say it's like a sandwich, but...
Gruyere.
Next.
Eggs.
I feel like this has a fancy name that I know when I hear it, I'll be like, yeah, but I can't remember.
The very last clue is Mornay sauce. The clues are brioche, ham, Dijon mustard, Gruyere, eggs, and Mornay sauce.
What's that thing at Nola's?
They serve them a lot of places, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can see it in my head, too. Uh,
I'll even
Male and
jog
female version of
your memories with a Futurama reference. I'll have the blank, a mutton pill, and 2 steins of mead.
Yeah, that's not helping me at all. But
From the episode Roswell That Ends Well.
no, I can see it. Oh no.
Brioche?
Oh. Something. The croque madame. Croque
No.
monsieur.
That's it.
Croque monsieur.
I'll have the croque monsieur, the paella, 2 mutton pills, and a stein of mead.
Oh, that would have made me so upset if I would have missed that one, because it was like,
Yes.
oh my god.
That is
And
a croque
what- it's-
monsieur.
The croque madame has an egg, right? And that's what makes it a madame.
No, the croque monsieur has a egg on it as well. I can't remember the difference offhand. Now you got me wondering. I should have looked this up earlier.
yeah, you should have.
This season's gonna be gay.
Oh, well, I guess that is what it says. I don't know. I was looking at a recipe for a croque monsieur. Oh, is it the difference between the two is how the egg is incorporated with the rest of the ingredients.
Oh.
Ah. That makes sense because the monsieur has oh my god. Anyways, that's the difference. I'm already done with this episode. Number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Number 13. Grenadine.
Shirley Temple?
No. This is a really favorite like breakfast cocktail of mine that I almost never get because it just doesn't treat me well the rest of the day, but it's really good. Orange juice.
Oh, a tequila sunrise?
That's it, Jay. It is a tequila sunrise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's grenadine, orange juice, tequila, and a maraschino cherry for garnish, and possibly like an orange slice for garnish. You could also do that.
Mm-hmm.
I love a tequila sunrise. They're so good, but they do not treat me well for the rest of the day.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Let's go. Let's go.
Me.
Let's go.
I made the game.
First and 10, do it again.
Okay.
2.
The grand totals for the end of the game are Anthony, 1 for home fries, because you guys are basic bitches.
You can have it.
Jay, 4, and Joe, but
I got 4.
8. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm actually impressed I got 4. I didn't
Yeah,
feel
you
like I
got
did.
4. Yep, you sure did.
Look at me. I'm better than I thought I was at being lame and bad at this.
Congratulations, Jay.
Congratulations.
But I think that I hear the music coming back
Thank
on.
God.
It's playing Britney Spears because it's brunch, girl.
Oh my God. I need to put my top down and pull up somewhere with Lady Gaga playing and be like, it's Britney, bitch.
Actually,
brunch.
it's the new Beyonce country song because we're all obsessed.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. I really am liking that song.
It's so good. But
This
go
is
call our hotline real quick. The number is 405-999-2242.
And Beardos, our mimosas have dried up and the servers are clearing our tables, so it's time for us to go. But if you would like to help us out, go and subscribe to our podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 out of 6 poached eggs and leave a review. Those reviews are what get us found by more listeners like you. Also, if just each one of you could recommend us to a friend, that could double our growth, and we would appreciate that.
Do it. Recommend us. Also, join us for brunch on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Facebook, where we try and post funny things to get your attention because, well, that's what we do. Also, find us at beardsandsundries.com, where sometimes I remember to update the website. And lastly, email us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
So, from all three of us Benedict loving bitches here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to
Love yourself. And each other.
Because we already love you when you're covered in hollandaise.
Hollandaise sauce.
Bye, Beardos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.